Hey everybody, Michelle the Gifted Giver here. Just coming back. I know this looks a little different than maybe my normal video, but I promise I have a reason for being in the bathroom and in a robe. So, I know there's been like a million things going on lately in everybody's lives. So honestly, I hope and pray that you guys are doing so well through every crazy up and down that's been going on. But today I wanted to come because I wanted to talk a little bit about self-care with you guys, and that's kind of why I'm in the bathroom. So I'm going to talk a little bit self-care. This might be geared towards the ladies, honestly. Hey girl, hey. But fellas, you're more than welcome to stick around to get some info to pass on to your lady friend, and maybe a product or two that I'm going to show here that will help your lady friend, help you, help me, help us, right? That's kind of what I do. Help you, help me, help us. That's kind of one of my, in life period, that's kind of one of the things I say. Help you, help me, help us. Help me, help you, help us. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I guess a little bit of background about what I'm going to show to you guys today. Last year, I decided to take myself off of my birth control that I have been on for about 20 years. I was on the shot, and I think over the years, that thing has just unleashed some things on my body, and I just wanted to give my body a fair shake at being in its natural state, you know? So I decided to stop my birth control, and it took a while for my body to kind of regulate, and frankly, it's still not regulated. And it's been, we're in the 7th month of the year, so it's been over 8-9 months. So I wanted to help my body along, and one of my good girlfriends started an apothecary online business, and I went to her. I said, girl, this is what's going on, right? And she's like, oh, okay. So one, in supporting her business, I ordered the products that she told me to order, and that's kind of what I'm going to show you guys today in case you want to get your hands on some of it, along with a couple other lady products that have helped me out during this time, because while I was on birth control, I did not have a menstrual cycle. So for like 20 years, essentially. I know it's a really long time, and why start now? Just because of, I don't know, a number of things. I'm in my mid-30s, and what the heck, why not? So a few products that have helped me along the way kind of assimilate back into being a woman and letting my body process itself as a woman as such. So one of the things that I got from her was this at-home V-steam. Now, I've done a V-steam before at a holistic shop that's here in Maryland called Herbal Infusion. They do V-steams in the shop. So I have done it before, so let me just kind of come in here. So this is the Herbal V-steam, and she has, I think, like at least 3 different ones. And so the one she told me to get was, I think, the relief steam. There's like also a rebalance steam. I at least know there's the rebalance. So she told me to get the relief steam for long period support, cramp support, mood support. But it also just helps kind of get them herbs up in there. So what I have here, and I'm going to kind of angle down in just a minute, is we have a little steamer pot that comes with your order. Actually, it doesn't come with it. You can order the steamer pot, and 3 steams, so they're individually packaged. 3 steams come in the pack here. So I have some hot water. You put kind of like hot water, and you let it steep. So I have it here, and I'm just gonna add the pack of herbs. I just opened it. It's kind of a formulated support brand of herbs. It's gonna go here into the water like that. I'm just gonna put a little more of the hot water that I have in the pot, and frankly I can smell it already kind of releasing. And so the steam, obviously because it's hot water, so the steam that's going to release from this blend is going to go up in your lady parts, and it's just going to give your parts a good little steam there. I'm just going to kind of swirl it around here just because I can, and it's going in me. So the pot, you can sit it on the toilet if you want. I did that because when you dispose of it, instead of like picking it up and dragging it around to where you're going, I just decided to do it on the commode because it was just going to be easier in the end when I dispose of what is left. So what you do is you're going to go and take a seat. If you have not already undressed from the waist down, undress from the waist down. I just have on a robe. I just showered and I feel the steam. Yes. So I just recently showered. So I'm good and clean. Don't you worry about what I got going on here. And you sit, right? You sit and you let it do its good job. You can do it on the floor in your room, drape a blanket over yourself if you would like. This here robe is gonna kind of cover and keep the steam in and going upward. And 10 to 15 minutes is a good time to steam. So you get 3 steams in your pack, all formulated. And again, there are different kinds of the steams. So I'm gonna have her link to her online store in the comments, as well as a discount code that you can use on her store if you would like. So this is going to help me like sustain having a cycle, because I didn't have them for so long, because I would have such terrible times with my menstrual cycle, as I'm sure a lot of you ladies can attest to. Some have no issues, they're a breeze, cool and great, but some of us have terrible cramps. Like I would have really bad stomach cramps and back cramps at the same time, and they would like meet in the middle, and I would just be paralyzed, at least for the first day and a half. That took, in my teens, it took time out of school every month. So my doctor was like, okay, well, let's do something about that. And so they put me on the shot, right? So I stayed on it because my doctor just kind of kept me on it. You know, he tried to get me on another one. I did try another one. He's like, that one wasn't strong enough for my body. So it was like, back to the shot you go. So, I mean, I didn't consult my doctor when I stopped my birth control, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind, because he had been trying to get me off of it for some time, okay? But at this point, I'm just trying to give myself time with my body in its natural state, right? So another one of the things, so yeah, I started my cycle back, okay? And I was like, okay, I'll just get the products that, you know, I used before, that I used years ago. And I got tampons and pads, and I am going to be so honest with you guys, because why else would I be here if I wasn't going to be honest with you? I'm going to just tell you, this steam has me feeling good right now. But tampons, when I used them, good Lord, they made me itch. she doesn't itch here. So the fact that tampons made me itch, I knew something was wrong. I don't think there's any reason that they should make you itch. Why did they? Because they have chemicals in them. And I know there are a ton of like natural brand tampons and sanitary pads and stuff, but I was like, you know what? Ugh, I don't like pads. It seems like wearing a diaper, God bless, but it just wasn't for me, and I couldn't see that being my option. So I looked into another option, and I'm going to show you guys. So I've looked into a menstrual cup. And I got this one from Target because, well, one, it was on sale. There was like a 20% off cartwheel for this, so I got it for 20% off. Every menstrual cup that I've seen is actually kind of pricey, and it's actually, let me take that back. It can cost you now, but in the long run, it certainly makes up for it. Because they last for years. If you care for it, it can last you for years. So imagine just buying this one time for maybe 20 or 30 bucks instead of buying tampons and pads every month, every other month, however your flow might be. So they come in two sizes, small and regular. I got the small, and that is about, it holds about as much as 3 tampons would hold. And that, if you're changing tampons every 4 to 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours, 3 of those, I mean, come on. It was kind of like, it felt like a no-brainer for me, but I can say they're probably not for everybody. It's also for light to normal flow, first-time users, pre-birth. So that's what the explanation is for the size. And I've not birthed any children. And I'm a first-time user. And depending on how things are going, I have a fairly light to medium flow, I guess. So I decided to get the small. It comes in a pink. Pink's my color, so I said, why not? And you can wear it for up to 12 hours. I'll be frank, I have worn it for 12 hours and been just fine. No accidents, no slipsies, no nothing, no concerns, nada. So I'm gonna pop the top here. Trust me, it's already been used, but I keep the packaging just because I'm that kind of girl. So it comes with instructions. This is the cup. I mean, it's small, okay? It's small, which is totally fine. I don't think it should be massive, but it's so cute. So look, it comes with a little travel bag. It comes with a little travel bag. It comes with instructions. It comes with essentially just this. This is what you need. So it's very, very flexible. The bag dropped. Well, I'm not giving up right now. So it's very flexible, guys, girls, ladies. And how I put it in, because they give you different options in the instructions on how to insert it, is I just kind of squeeze, make it flat, and then I kind of fold over like this, and that is how small is going in. So that gets in, and once it gets in, I let it go, right? I pop out. And then once it pops out, I twist, and that kind of releases. This is essentially, this is like, if you kind of hear that, it's like a suction cup, okay? And that kind of like suction goes to the sides. It goes to your walls, girls. And it kind of, that is holding it, everything in, right? And then I just slowly push it up. This little tab can hang out, but it's not necessarily like a complete pull tab to come down, because it can snap. So just kind of lightly tug. But how I get it out is I go, this little bottom is ribbed here, so I go and I grab it and I kind of twist and pull down slowly. Now, another way you can do this is if you have a pretty strong pelvic floor, or if not, you can use your pelvic floor to push it down. I have done that as well. I've actually used this probably, I think, at least for 2 cycles now, because I was having some it was being like really mind of its own, and it was just getting really ridiculous. So this was like so helpful to not be concerned. We're like, oh my God, is this showing? I mean, I felt comfortable enough to just be with this, to have no underwear on, sleep freely, no panties, and just this, okay? That's kind of huge, right? I don't know how you wonderful women that are catching this feel, but I wouldn't feel comfortable like in other stuff. So that's just my little tidbit. This little darling has seriously been amazing, and I would recommend this. I haven't tried any other brands yet, obviously. This is the only one. It's called Salt, and that's how I'm pronouncing it, but it's 2 A's, SAALT. Reusable, reliable, comfortable, natural, no BPA, no latex, no chemicals, maintains a natural pH, odor free, toxic free. And frankly, that was big, because that I have not itched like I had using tampons. So the other thing that I got when I got it is also the cup wash. And that's the other few dollars. This also had a cartwheel, so I got it on sale at Target. God bless you, Target. So it's 4 ounces. It's a cup wash. This is specifically to wash the cup after you take it out. Now, one little genius thing I got that I installed on my toilet is a handheld bidet. So when I take the cup out, I do rinse it out in the toilet with this, and then I wash it in the sink, okay? I rinse it out. This also is very super helpful. I got it from Lowe's for maybe about $39. And frankly, I've been used to buying wipes for years, so this, honey, this is huge. Lady and gentleman, wash your butts. And ladies, it gives you that little extra clean on your hoo-to-hoo. When, you're just sitting there and you feel like, maybe I should do a little on it. Yeah, do a little on it. And I mean, it's totally fine. It's clean water. It hooks up to the toilet. It has everything. It takes like 5 minutes to hook it up. I hooked it up myself. And I can't even tell you how much I'm going to save with this, not buying wipes, okay? So that little helper, I wasn't even going to tell y'all about that, but listen, you're here, we're here. I still got some time left on this steam. I'm telling you, it feels amazing. Like, you can smell it, but you also feel it. Like, I feel it going. I feel the steam rising, okay? Now, another thing, because why I was on birth control was because of the terrible cramps that I would get with my cycle. Cycle came back, cramps came back. So it was the same little monster. I really felt every time, like I could feel when my cycle was coming on. Ladies, you might feel a little bloated, your breasts get a little tender. These are real, these are natural things that are happening to your body, and they are okay. I'm having to be okay with the things that are naturally happening to my body. And the cramps, while it's natural, don't need it, right? So what I'm taking, what a company that I work with has, is a product for PMS support. And I'm going to also drop this in the description below, a link to where you can get it and a code if you want to try it. So this is for PMS support. It's called Tangquay Plus, and it's formulated with something called Dongquay root, which is traditionally supported for PMS. These are natural extracts and ingredients, and the Dongquay root, I looked it up before I bought these because I'm that kind of person, is almost used as like a natural muscle relaxer. So I mean, when your stomach is cramping, it's the muscles cramping. So this is take it up to 3 times a day, a little more if you need. But every time I felt like, oh God, oh Lord Jesus, my stomach, I can't take it, popped at least one of these, and before I knew it, I was like, oh, okay, nothing's going on here. Nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see here, because homegirl took care of it. Having this for PMS support, and it's really just this tiny little pill. It's not even that serious. I know a lot of people, I can't swallow pills. It's really not that big. Like, this is so tiny. It's so tiny. And you get like a 30-day supply in here. Take 1 3 times a day, and it does last for a while. So I maybe only needed like 2 of these a day to kind of not feel terrible. To put it mildly, to not feel terrible. So I'm going to say between this happy little pill and this wonderful little cup, these two have made having a cycle tolerable in my life right now. Giving my body natural things, not a whole bunch of chemicals, letting my body process things naturally, just with some aids, not toxic stuff. That has seriously made this process at 36 years old, because homie is 36. That has made this kind of revert back to my natural body state. That has made it tolerable, if I'm being honest. Like, if I hadn't researched this stuff, if I hadn't found these products, if I hadn't known about this one to help with the cramps, because I, you know, used Midol or Excedrin or all that, whatever it was when I was younger, and it was like placebo pills for me. None of it worked. But this little natural tablet here, it was a game changer. Actually, it's a 60-day. Well, no, it's a 30-day. But you can take it up to 3 times a day on your cycle. Again, I only need maybe 2 a day, and I'm pretty good. So this should last you a little bit. It's really fairly inexpensive for how long it'll take, and for it to be kind of a natural remedy for the cycle. I'm hoping this steam as well, so this organic bee steam that I'm doing as well, will kind of also over time, you can do, I think, 1 a week. So over time, that's kind of why it's like 3 in a pack, because you're typically on your cycle like 1 week out of the month. The other 3, you can do a steam, and that will also help give some of relief to the cramps, to your mood, to your cycle. If you're prone to having like longer cycles, this kind of herb blend should help kind of balance all of that and give you a little bit of relief. I'm also going to try the balance one, because this is the relief, so I'm going to try the balance one as well, and that comes 3 in a pack. Another thing that I actually did order from her as well are the Yoni Pearls. So you insert those, they stay in, I think, for up to 72 hours. You take it out, and you should purge just kind of old things out of your vagina, you know, discharge, just built up old blood probably. Everybody may not discharge, and every discharge may be different, so don't expect to have same or similar results. But you keep the pearl inserted for, I think, up to 72 hours. I know it says on here. And once you kind of remove that pearl and release that, there should be a purge of something that comes out with it. It's the same thing. It is it's a detox for your vagina. It is a self-cleansing organ, but sometimes you do kind of have buildup, and that's where some of our issues come from that we tend to get from time to time, that cause a little extra discomfort during certain things that we have to deal with. So this is also on her site. I want to say it's 2 or 3 in here. I'm just going to open it with you guys, because, you know, this is what we do. we open packages here. Let me see. Okay, so it's 3 individually packed pearls. So again, you can do these. You do not have intercourse with these. You do not do these during your cycle time. So give it a shot. Again, I will put the link to her store in the description for it. This is her store. It's Apothecary by Marisa. And she sells a ton of natural products, body scrubs, Yoni soaps and oils, facial scrubs and soaps and stuff. So I want to try one of her turmeric facial scrubs, so I'll tell you guys about that when I get it. But if you want to try it again, I'll put a code in there. I think you get like 10% off your purchase, which, listen, any percent off, boom, is a good percent off. So savings is savings, guys. So okay, I think I've spent my like 5, 10 to 15 minutes on here with you talking about the products, giving you a first-hand experience with the V-Steam. I have 2 more left. I will do them at a later date, obviously. You also don't do these while on your cycle. You do it before or after. So yeah, I mean, that's it. So I hope you guys and gals have gotten something from this video today. If you have any questions about the products that I've shown here, about the cup, about the Tanqui Plus pills to help PMS support, like it's formulated specifically for that. It also helps your mood during your cycle. So fellas, if she's a little moody during her cycle, just drop on by my store and pick one of these up for her. Just tell her, you know, you'll thank me later. Thank the gifted giver later. If you have any questions about the steams or the pearls, I'm going to drop all the links down below. While you're here, please like the video, make a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're just coming by. Somebody shared this with you. However you got here, you can stay here. Subscribe to the channel, sign up for notifications. And I mean, that's it for this video, guys. I'm so grateful for you stopping by, listening to everything that I had to share with you. And frankly, I hope somebody finds it helpful and useful in your daily life. So thank you.